Picking what you want to study at university is one of the most difficult things that a young adult has to do. It's a decision that you inevitably have to start building towards from your mid-teens, go through your GCSEs and then picking the right subjects to continue through whatever strange setup A-levels have these days, and then hoping that you've got the right qualifications at the end of it to get accepted onto the course of your choice. In 2 Point County, though, the decision is made immeasurably more difficult by having the option to study to become a knight, a wizard, a giant robot engineer, and so much more. As you'd expect from the cunning linguists that cooked up the punny diseases of lightheadedness to turn your head into a light bulb, and pandemic, which is where you get your head stuck in a pan, not the other thing, the courses available within 2 Point Campus are wild and varied. We've only seen a handful of them so far, but 2 Point Studios is really all in on the courses that they're creating and then the levels that they're theming around each particular curriculum. Having already sampled the opening 2 levels of the game with Scientography, Virtual Normality and Gastronomy courses, our latest hands-on gave us the chance to play the campuses themed for Night School and Wizardry, and let me tell you that they absolutely deliver. The Night School level takes place in a quaint village of Noblestead, where chivalrous knights still make an everyday appearance and all of the kids aspire to join the nobility. This is a course that needs a lot of open air to cater to the combat training against dummy, the chivalry and romancing training, also with dummies, just with wigs this time, and jousting while, well, not on horseback, but while you're wearing those humans on a horse costumes that are popular each Halloween. It's real jousting though, with injuries needing them to head off to the health centre which you've had to construct inside the main building. So far, so, well, sensible, but the Spiffinmoore level goes all kinds of Harry Potter, with a castle up in the Misty Hills where you can then teach wizards and witches everything there is to know about magic spells, potions and curses. In fact, Spiffinmoore itself is cursed by a former student, which means that you also have to contend with periodic meteor showers while going around building up your potions teaching rooms, which have this giant cauldron in the middle, magic dueling rooms and so much more. You'll want to make sure that you splash out on heating though and check the info views to ensure that it's keeping nice and toasty indoors, because this castle doesn't seem to have double glazing. The themed levels here are fantastic, and it's helped a great deal by how much more control you're given to put a personal stamp on the surroundings. When you buy a plot of land to expand your campus, you can do so with a pre-built building to fill in, or leave it empty so that you can set out the buildings and outdoor spaces exactly as you want them to appear. That's important because you'll regularly have to deal with student requests, whether it's for a particular study cubicle in the library, a smooch-tastic romantic bench, or simply spend some of your kudosh on unlocking a fetching bat poster to decorate their dorm rooms. The tone of 2 Point Campus has shifted away from the very fast transactional nature of 2 Point Hospital, where you just get patients in, fix them up and get them back out the door again, and to a more custodial kind of role where you need to nurture and keep the student body happy. On the one hand, that does mean ensuring that you have everything that they need in order to actually study, but they'll also live on site in dorm rooms that you build and customize. You'll need showers for them to wash in, food kiosks to feed them up, and vending machines, and some extracurricular activities to keep them occupied as well. It won't be long before you're building your ideal student union or rec room where they can relax between lectures, and putting on funny movies in the main auditorium to keep them entertained. Through all of this, they're building up friendships with their fellow students, perhaps even more loving relationships. And if you don't keep them happy, well, unhappy students will eventually stop paying and drop out of the course, which is going to impact your university's rating. There's still a fairly light touch to it, but there's a little bit of The Sims in this game now. One other key new element is the classic university rivalry that is so often depicted in American TV shows and films. Set up your nightly university and you'll be greeted by Lord Blackguard, the administrator of the neighbouring, much better and longer established chivalrous establishment. They'll periodically wander over to judge your university's culture, while their students will often saunter into your halls and start smashing things up a bit. It's rather cheeky, but you can hire janitors that are specialised in dealing with them, and they'll hunt them down and then squirt them with a super soaker until they go away. There's even more subterfuge to be revealed for the Spy School course, which we haven't gotten hands on with, but has been revealed for elsewhere in the game. This element adds to the juggling act when running your campus, and can throw a spanner in the works when a room goes out of action and your paying students can't be taught. From our 2 hands-on sessions with this game, 2 Point Campus is coming together really nicely, and having played on both PC and console now, it feels ideally suited to all platforms that it's coming to. I cannot wait to enroll and play more when the game releases on the 9th of August. That's all that we've got for this video and this preview. I hope that you've enjoyed it and that you've liked what you've seen of 2 Point Campus. Make sure to head over to thesixthaxis.com where we've got this preview and our first one as well, so you can read up a little bit more about the game. But before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell icon, the usual YouTube things, and hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!
Speculation continues to build over that smell in the lecture theatre. But what